Good morning, planet Earth. DLG REPPIN. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're here in this pandemic crisis. And before I talk football and talk Arsenal, I'd like to talk about the situation around the world, such as what's going on in India. Now, I have seen footage on the telly of many millions of people gathering around New Delhi. Billions of people, should I say. Billions of people putting their lives at risk because they've been left stranded at a particular place, and it's just not nice. In the capital of India, that is. Only 24 people have died. How many more will die? I mean, I don't want to ask the question, but reality is, how many people will die? Because I'll get the feeling that more people will die. And hands on heart, God, that made my soul and heart. I don't want to say it, but deaths will rise over there and all over the world. This is not stopping. I mean, a lady called Jenny Harris, however you pronounce her surname, she said it could be 6 months before this country reaches normality again. Just want to go and see my partner outside of London and meet my potential future children. And it can't happen this way. And it can't happen due to this horror, disgusting, barbaric pandemic crisis. A crisis that is threatening to kill many people all over the world, including myself. I mean, I'm going to work and it's not going to be easy having to go to work, get work, and do what I need to do. Yeah, it's emotional right now, and as I can see now on the telly, even Boris Johnson has contracted it, and he's sending a message from his flat in 10 Downing Street about us saving lives, staying at home, and helping the NHS workers. You know, it's just getting frightening out here. Every day we live in this constant lockdown now, especially over here due to the greedy morons greedy minority of morons, selfish minority of morons who have spoilt it for us. I see TV footage on the telly of food being wasted. You know, you see the reporters showing pictures in the front pages about how much food and whatnot's been wasted. You know, and I've always said there are nations in a poor state, in a poor critical state, that could do with the food, could do with the fresh, they could do with the food, the essentials, things for living, drinks that gets wasted in this country. It's just disgusting. And the food as well. It makes me sick sometimes to be a human being. I ain't gonna lie to you. It makes me sick. In this country, people are still forced to work. Me being an agency, I don't have to work. But I want to, because I'll do it for the pride and my heart. You know, I don't do it for any other reason. You know, money is the last reason I do it. I'll do it because it's a blessing. I'll do it because I take pride in what I do. Yeah, let me state the facts that motivates me to work. The pride, developing an IQ, learning something out there every day. Shouldn't have to take too long to think about this, you know. Receiving praising and a thank you from members of the public, maybe, you know. Seeing smiles on people's faces, you know. Meeting and greeting, maybe meeting and greeting members of the public, you know. So there's rewards within the work industry, whether it's low pay or high pay, you know. You get treated equally. From where I come from, in this what's supposed to be a westernized globe, you know, everybody's the same. You know, this coronavirus is showing certain discriminators, certain idiots, scum and whatnot, that everybody is the same. Nobody is different. You know, fact, an 18-year-old has died from this, and he is the youngest person in the country to be killed off by the coronavirus. Fact. You know? I mean, people are dying left, right and centre. The death rise is 1,235 human beings that have died through this. And I can see it at the bottom of my screen while I'm watching Sky News. And I've muted it because it's not only that I don't want to hear Donald Trump speak, because he talks a lot of crap. I just don't want to hear too much of it now. It's just getting depressing. But on the brighter side, moving on, we talk about football, and I'm going to come on to my team, Arsenal, before I can talk about any other team. And I mean, where do I start? Aubameyang. I'll come on to the Cesc Fabregas matter later on, but Aubameyang. I mean, you were seen in the video footage talking to Kevin Prince Boateng, having a laugh and a joke. Yeah, it's all cool. I mean, all of us Arsenal fans, millions around the world, we want to know if you're going to sign or go. I mean, it's time for you to make a decision, because we want to make a decision for the best of our football club and what's best for our future, you know, and what's best for the players, what's best for the team, and most important of all, what's best for us fans, you know. And as a fan, I would like to see you stay, personally. You're too good of a striker to let go. However, if you feel differently, or, I mean, you could emotionally like Arsenal, love Arsenal, you know, bleed Arsenal, sweat, blood, sweat, tears for Arsenal. But let's be real. Let's be honest and real about this, yeah? You're giving me the impression that you don't want to sign that deal. And if by you not signing that deal, that tells me that we have no other alternative but to move you on. And my message is clear to you. Arsenal Football Club will be bigger than any man, woman, youth or child ever created by mankind. And that goes for you, Aubameyang. Yeah? I'm saying it as nicely and as calmly as possible, without shouting or swearing at you. I've got no reason to shout or swear at you. Yeah, you know, I rated you highly from St. Etienne before you hit Borussia Dortmund and before you hit Arsenal. You know, that's the reason why we paid the 60 million for you, you know, and that's the reason why we've given you a stable contract. And there's a contract offer on the table for you, you know, should you choose to stay. And if you do want to stay, which will make me the happiest fan on earth, then, yeah, just sign a deal. You know, just sign a deal, or be prepared to pack your bags. You know, sell up your mansion, whatever you have to do, and, you know, you have to go abroad. Uh, this is going to continue to drag on, which it's getting boring right now. Seriously, it's becoming boring and it's straining. You know, it's becoming boring. Moving on to the Cesc Fabregas statement, where he says that Annie Nasri and Van Persie were on his level, and the rest of them, without him mentioning any names, I mean, I can kind of put together who he would be talking to, who he would be talking about. You know, those are the ones that said that they, yeah, those are the ones who said they can't wait to go out clubbing. They're not too bothered about, you know, losing. And that just tells me something, you know, that they weren't bothered about the result come the end of 90 minutes. They won't bother about doing their jobs. That tells me that they won't bother about doing their training. But Fabregas should have come out with it a long time ago. You know, I would have understood if he came out with it weeks or months after he left us for Barcelona, but not after 9 years. It's strange. It's a strange one, Cesc. I respect you as a professional footballer. I worshipped and idoled you as an Arsenal footballer and a player. Or an Arsenal player and a professional footballer, should I say. But Cesc, this has happened how many years ago? You've come out with it. You know? I can understand your frustrations, yeah. I can understand the pain of not winning football matches. And when losing, it's not nice being on the coach, especially away from home. And this is what the current crop of players have gone through as well. You know? But this statement has realistically upset a few fans more than a few fans, should I say. It's not nice at all. Another thing, I was flicking through YouTube watching other fans' channel, and the Realist springs to mind, where he showed clips and footage of Robbie having an argument with Simon Jordan, and Jim White was being a little bit what's the word? Yeah, he was not being class. He was not being class at times when he was asking the question to Robbie. Yeah, he was more or less belittling him, and I thought he was a little bit out of order at the time of this argument, and yeah, just a little bit disrespectful. But from Robbie's part, I mean, to be honest, he went in there. He had a lot of answers to Simon Jordan's questions. He spoke a bit, and Simon Jordan was to be fair, he was quite calm, and I felt that both men handled their arguments pretty well and quite professionally, and it was conductive. But hey, you know what? Yeah, big up yourself, Simon Jordan. You've at least been to Crystal Palace as a fan. You've been the owner of the football club, and you just say that you was not happy about relinquishing or whatever you've done. You said that you weren't happy about giving up the football club to people who didn't deserve it at the time, but you know, there were reasons for it. So yeah, big up yourself, and you done well by the football club at the time. And Robbie Lyle, I mean, big up your damn self. I mean, if I could watch that again, I felt that you went in and you looked like you were prepared. You looked like you'd done your researches, you know. And you was right to question Simon Jordan on some of the things, well, a couple of things that he did say, meaning the IQ of fans and how kind of rude he was about troops. But again, it's not just troops that talks with a slang, you know. It's different races in a multicultural society or multicultural capital called London. So it's all different races that talk with a slang. You know, it's not just one race. It's all different races that talk with a slang. I see it in my society. I meet at people. I know people of different races that talk with a slang. That's the way it is. Other than that, well, there's been talks of English football being resumed, but happening behind closed doors. I mean, it'll be interesting. I was just thinking to myself earlier this morning before I got up that if it does happen, that players who are on high to low income in the beautiful sport called football will really think about the fans and appreciate how much effort the fans make to take time off from what they're doing, or time off work, or come out of their lifestyle zones, and they'll appreciate how much the fans mean to them and how important the fans are. Because football matches being played behind closed doors, should it go ahead, it will not be pretty. And I think it will I would like to think it will make footballers respect and appreciate the fans a lot more. And I mean a hell of a lot more. So, right now, I'm about to end this video. As I said, I'm going to work, and I'd just like to think that footballers, or any footballer, one footballer, if not more than one footballer is watching this video, think about what I'm been saying, you know, about the appreciation and the respect that you show to the fans, because the fans are the bread life of the beautiful sport. If not for the fans, not only would you not be getting paid, you would not be where you are. You know, you would not be as popular as you would like to be, or some of you don't care about the fame or the spotlight. That's fine, but show supporters, show some supporters that you really care about being a professional footballer and you care about your job. And your job is not just for the money, but it's for the love, and it's for the heart. It's from the heart, and it's for the sport that you love, that you trained to do since you were 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of age. Yeah. So just bear that in mind. Otherwise, thanks for listening. If you were listening, thank you for listening. Thank you for taking your time to give me the respect that I deserved, and I wish you all a very nice day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, DLG, this is a wrap. And before I go, again, I'll say it again. If you have anything to say, then drop your comments below. Subscribe, smash the thumbs up like button abundantly, and more than abundantly, subscribe. Beyond more than abundantly, subscribe to my channel, DLG REPPIN, yeah? DLG REPPIN with an R to the E to the P to the P to the I to the N. That's all it is. Look me up, check out my channel, and abundantly subscribe. Smash the thumbs up like button, and do leave your comments below, yeah? Peace out. Peace and bless. I'm out of here.